So the rain is here again. Looks like the pond is about 5 feet or so from being completely full. We got about I don't know, maybe an inch of rain today, and then in about 2 more days calling for 2 to 3 inches of rain. So that may put a lot more water in that pond. So it's just started raining about 2 hours ago. I'm going to come over here, as you can tell, and let's see how far I can pull up here without making a mess, getting stuck, and set that brush pile on fire and that brush pile over there. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my diesel fuel down there and get that one started. So I'm getting the fire started. I started it right over here in this corner, and I couldn't get it up inside the pile. So I came over here, and that appears to be getting hot right there now. I'm gonna let that catch up. I've been trying to grab some of this dryer brush and just kind of keep piling that on top of it. Then I'll get some of that stuff that we dumped yesterday and put there on top of it. I was kind of hoping, kind of see the wind is blowing in that direction. So I really wanted to start it over here so that it would kind of go through the pile, but sometimes you just got to start it wherever it'll start. But it looks like that's going to start up pretty good. I grabbed some of that green brush and piled it up top, so I'm going to let that burn down or burn through the pile some. I'm going to go over here before it gets too wet and start that other little pile on fire. I don't know how well that one's going to burn. It's kind of wet, but we'll find out here shortly. Second pile started real good. I got a big log and stump over here that is not going to burn in this pile, just because the sheer fact that it's nothing but little bushes. So I'm going to pile this up a little bit and then walk that big log back over there to the other fire pile and put it in there and let it burn that way. So I probably should have just took all this over there to the other pile and burn it all as one, but it's a decent little track over there, and I did figure this stuff would burn up relatively easy because it's just all small stuff. So I made another little pile over here, plus it was kind of a bunch of other junk and mess right here, so I figured it'd be a good spot to dig a hole right here by the wood line and push all that in there next week and cover this up and get all this graded out now that it's getting pretty wet here. Let's see if I can keep sinking down pretty bad here, like to the point I'm gonna have to pull myself out of this hole. It doesn't look like it's that bad, but I'm currently sunk down pretty good over here. If I can get this stick out of the way, it'll be helpful. And I need to get up here onto solid ground. Come on. That might be interesting, digging a hole there. That might turn into mud. Stay. Yeah, that turned to pudding right quickly. Maybe we won't be digging a hole here. I don't know. If we do, we might be spreading out liquid mud. But regardless, original ground's liquid mud, so I guess it would raise it up some, wouldn't it? Let's stay up here a little bit higher on the ground here now. I'll go back down in there. That's a mess. Boy, that fire is burning good there now. Spin around and look at it. Throw that vine back over here. And let those weeds burn. Let's go over here to the other burn pile and stoke it up. Get up here a little higher on this more solid ground and hopefully make not such a big mess. All right, well, let me hike on over here and we'll stack this fire up. It looks like it's burning really good. Well, I've made it over here. She's a cooking. I think you can see why I wanted to bring this big log and stump over here now, because that other fire was not going to get hot enough. It's a little bit hard to grab here. That other fire was not going to get hot enough to burn this big chunk of wood. Alright, stay in there. Oh, we lost another one. I think I just need to leave that alone. And look how much heat it's putting off. It's plumb got the field steaming over here. Let's let that burn down a little bit, and I can watch the other one, and I'll just kind of keep running between them and keep them stacked up. Well, like I said, everything was pretty small, so it's burning down really quick. I'm going to take and shove all this stuff up here more towards the center. Just kind of keep it more concentrated, and it will burn up a lot faster than it being all spread out. And also put some brush over top of these logs and stumps to get those burnt down as well. Good. The other one, it's burning down. I'll probably end up having to, need to just, every time I go stack it up, bring a grapple full back and throw it on this fire. But for right now, it's still burning down and getting smaller as well. Go around the other side and repile that. We'll go over there and check the other one and just kind of hang out around here this afternoon and get this stuff going. Okay, well, I'm going to push everything up one more time here and call it a day. Just kind of let everything sit here and burn over the weekend. whatever's left next week, I'll just rake it up, and it'll probably start back anyways. But there shouldn't be a whole lot left. There may be a log stuck between my bucket teeth that doesn't burn. I can't get it out. That stuff right there. It's got a lot of dirt and brush, kind of weeds, so it's not going to burn that great. But all that's nice and compacted, so I'm going to leave well enough alone and call it a day. Well, it looks like the rain is most of the way over with, so not a terrible amount. That's burning down good. That one's burning down. Pretty much got an equipment staging area up here now. It's just kind of where everything ends up. That's not mine right there, that's the owner's, but that's why there's two of them here. So yeah, short and sweet video today. Probably be a little slow on videos. It's getting kind of wet and nasty, hard to do much work around here, but hopefully have a another pond update. It'll be probably a few days before I post this video, so hopefully we'll see how much the ponds come up from that 3 inches of rain next week. 2.5 inches of rain. Overflow is completely full. On the new pond. Let's see if you can even see it. Oh yeah. A full 12-inch pipe. For everybody that said the pond didn't have enough water going into it, she's full. And guess who never added the pipe by the fence post? Me. Full 12-inch pipe. That's pretty impressive. Let's go check out, I know you can't see much, let's go check out the spillway and see how far it is from going over. So pond is about 2 inches, it's hard to see, from coming up and possibly going over the spillway. That's probably got to come up another 6 inches, but there's still probably 18 inches of freeboard on the dam, so pretty impressive. I'll come back down here in the daytime tomorrow. So let's go check out the pond this morning. So this is probably a week later from when you saw the first part of this video burning. But yeah, the pond is nice and full now. It's still probably flowing out pretty good. Gotta do a little bit more work right here on this edge. It kind of got down just a little bit lower than I wanted, about 2 or 3 inches, where we drove in and out with the excavator and the dump truck so much. This right here is actually perfect. I just need to run down here and rake the mulch out even, and that will make a nice edge right there. So this is pretty much exactly how I wanted it. You literally just come right down here and into the edge of the pond. Same with everything all the way around over there to where the dam starts. So last night the pond was all the way up to, you could almost barely walk between here and there. So it was up probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches higher than it is right now. And that 12-inch pipe was completely full going out. And it was still probably 4 or 5 inches from going through the spillway, so that worked out great. So it just shows you how much watershed comes into this pond when it does rain. So you can see it right there, it's pouring in there. Actually, I never put a trash rack on there. I probably should, since it does come through the woods there. And I need to go get that branch off the fence. That's gonna ground it out. But
yeah, I probably need to extend my pipe right here and probably put a little bit of rock right there, since it does come out right here beside the fence, so I don't wash my post out. Come on. Well, not today. Come on. Now we're getting where I'm going to get shocked. Let's just go that way with it. There we go. So that's still pouring out really good. I may just leave well enough alone and just go get some riprap and dump right there and maybe scoot it over just a touch. That way it's got a spot to dissipate before it dissipates right there at the fence post. Projects. Now that it's so wet, I can't get any machine down here. But I'm happy with it. Pond looks great.